Good morning, everyone. I hope you're having an absolutely magical day today. Thank you so much for joining me bright and early for another live stream. So much to talk about today. It is going to be a lot of fun to share in it together. But before we get started, I saw a lot of friends checking in this morning. Let's do another Where Are You From? So today, in the comments, let me know where you're from, and I'll try and give you a shout out if I can. I'm going to try and take it slower so you can understand me, but I'm delighted to be able to share in the morning magic with you. I hope you're ready to talk about Disney today. Questions. Today's a good general Q&A day. We've got a few things to talk about too, but general Q&A, don't be afraid to let me know your questions. And if I don't catch it right away, don't be afraid to ask again a little bit later, and I will try again closer to the end of the stream. Good morning. Wait, Guy, are you at the yacht club right now? I hope you're having a magical time. Good morning from Las Vegas. Hey, Luigi. Oklahoma, good to see you. New Jersey, California, Newfoundland, Canada. All right, Mississippi, Texas, Buffalo, Pennsylvania, oh my gosh, New York, Oklahoma City, Los Angeles, Philadelphia, Netherlands, Washington State, England, Massachusetts, Guatemala, Indianapolis, Michigan, Florida, Texas, California, Orlando, Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, Indiana, California, Fort Worth, Texas, South Florida, Fort Worth again. Oh, it's two Fort Worths. Love your shirt. Oh, thank you very much. Singapore, I saw Miami, Virginia, Chicago, Puerto Rico. Wow, what an amazing family we have together today. Wait a minute, from Hawaii, the Neck Above family. Hey, good to see you guys. Florida, Illinois, New York, Canada, Orlando. Hey there. South of England. Wow. Truly, truly magical to be able to share in the magic with you today. I'm delighted. I'm absolutely delighted that I can share it with you. Lots to talk about today. And one of the things I want to talk about first, I have a few more friends checking in. Minnesota, Palm Beach, Florida. Hey there. Denver, Virginia, Wisconsin, Dover, England, Miami. Good morning, Louisiana. Wait a minute. Up Lighten, you're on the Disney Dream right now. Are you serious? Wait, so we got to know, are you on it now, like at port, or are you like at sea on Wi-Fi? Let us know. Can you put the chat on a slower scroll? I can. Yeah, I might have to. We'll talk about that later. But first, let's talk about a big topic that a lot of friends have been talking about. I've been getting a lot of messages about this: the Hawaii cruises. This is one that I have a feeling Disney is taking very close note of. You may have seen my video about this. It is totally sold out, at least at the time I last checked. It has been sold out since Wednesday, when Silver Lever Castaway Club members could book it. Let me know if you have booked a room. I would love to hear, how you got it, if you're platinum level, gold level, what happened, or if you just happened to come across one. I've been calling quite a bit. I've happened to come across one or two here, way too expensive, but they pop up slowly but surely, and I know a lot of friends are interested in this one. If you think Disney should add more, let me know. Also, the prices have been outrageous. I mean, I guess not outrageous. I guess outrageous for me. But if you're talking about a 10-night or 9-night cruise to Hawaii, to me, that does make sense for it's more expensive. But, versus a 7-night in the Caribbean, you get Castaway Cay, and it's almost half the price. I mean, you see what I mean? You see what I'm talking about? Let me know what you think between those two. Would you want half the price, 7 nights Caribbean Castaway Cay, or the more expensive one, 10 or 9-night Hawaii? One of the two, Hawaii or Caribbean? Let me know. Michael, would you ever go to Horror Nights? Never, never, ever, ever. Sorry, it's just never going to happen. There are others who will go. I am not the type. I'm just not the type. I don't like scary things. Brett, when I saw them, I saw a veranda pop up for $8,000. I can't afford that. And that was the only one I saw pop up. I've seen other friends tell me about inside staterooms. I haven't seen one pop up yet. I just haven't been lucky to see it yet. Wait, you got a silver one. Wait a minute, I missed your comment. I'm silver, and I only saw 2 2020 cruises listed. Liz, at least you saw them listed. I'm glad. Good morning. Yes, well, that's an advantage of being a gold or platinum Castaway Club member. So, one thing, if you aren't a gold or platinum Castaway Club member, it just goes to show maybe in the future they'll have more Hawaii cruises. We'll be able to book at that point. So, never know. What do I think about the news? Oh, yes. Oh, I saw that news article, too, about the Royal Caribbean. There was some issues on there. I'm glad to be on the Disney Cruise Line, to be honest with you. It was $7,000 for my daughter. Oh, my gosh. And to go to a 7-day Mexican cruise in the Dream. And I go on the 7-day. So, okay, the Mexican one I heard is very good. The Mexican Riviera, I heard that one's very nice. Caribbean, right. Can you share your collection of badges? Oh, you mean my pins? I have a full video about my pin collection. I am planning on making another one because I have a lot more pins now to share with you. So that's coming soon. Doing Alaska on the Disney Cruise Line. They do sound, don't they look great? I've seen some pictures. We are one away from gold. Donald, you're so close. My 12-year-old daughter is a big fan, and we don't want to miss any of your vlogs. Pedro and daughter, delighted I can share in the magic with you. Got my very first magic bands, only 20 days till our first trip, Death Star Diva. Oh my gosh, have fun. Have a magical time. Now, I know we've been talking about the cruises a lot. I don't want to take away from Disney World, but you know, it's fun. You prioritize different things, and cruising is basically new for me, so I'm still, still getting into it a little bit. But don't you worry about Disney World. Don't you worry. It's not going anywhere. I'm with you on no horror nights. I'm not paying that much to get scared, right? I'm not going to ever do, I don't do scary things. It's just not what I do. That's not who I am. I can't even watch scary movie trailers. I can't. That's just not who I am. So I am at peace with that. Let me know if you like the scary things. I just don't. It's not my thing. Michael, have you thought about any adventures by Disney? Very good question, Shannon. I have thought about it. I've got to prioritize it. That's the problem. And this is what happens. You go to Disney World, you love it. You say, oh, I want to try the Disney Cruise Line. You try it, you love it, and then you're like, okay, well, now I got to balance the two. Then there are so many other things. There are overseas Disney parks. There are the Adventures by Disney. So it goes to show a lot of things. Hey, from Puerto Rico. Hey there. Is Cabanas your favorite restaurant on the Disney Cruise? Cash, no. My favorite restaurant on the Disney Cruise Line was Tiana's on the Wonder. Excuse me. It was phenomenal. The food was amazing. The entertainment was so much fun. The atmosphere was great. Tiana's Place, or is it called Tiana's Place? Or just Tiana's? Tiana's. It was on the Wonder. Magical. Love that one. Michael, what would you like to experience in a Hawaii cruise? What would you... Hawaiian culture, I don't know. I have to continue looking into that. Speaking of Hawaii, though, and actually, I will get back to that in a minute. Can you give Jimmy? Hey, Jimmy, good to see you. Thanks for joining me. Michael, the insides on the 10-night Hawaii were about $4,600. That's pretty good. $4,600 for the 10-night on the Hawaiian for two. I didn't see one pop up, but I've got to keep my eyes open. Clearly. Rob, thanks for joining me. I have a cruise question. How does onboarding with carry-on luggage work? Will I have... Oh, gosh, I'm missing your comment, Rob. Will I have to just wander around with my carry-on luggage until 1:30 until the rooms are opened? Rob, good question for everybody. So when you board a Disney cruise, they take your luggage from the airport or from your car when you arrive. That luggage is taken care of. Then you have the carry-on item. Rob, you are absolutely right. You have to keep that with you, which is why you want to downsize as much as possible, but still keep the necessities with you, if that makes sense. So you've got to carry it around. There is no place to store it. Sometimes your rooms will open, I'm going to say around like 11:30, maybe noon, but don't be expecting them to be open until at least 1 o'clock, 1:30, 2 o'clock. So, sometimes I've seen them open earlier, but yes, you do have to carry your things around with you. Something to note. And if you have little snacks with you, if you have younger ones, or if you just get hungry, that's fine too. Take those with you, but Cabanas, they have food on board too. So it's the onboarding process in the terminal where you have to have maybe a snack with you because there's no food items in the terminal. Hope that makes sense. Let me know if you have other questions. On the cruise survey, I chose food and wine. Oh yes, Lori, that's a good one. I was thinking about that cruise survey, and I would love to be surveyed with that, but I think the problem is I would choose almost every single one of them. I would say I want the food and wine one, I want the Walt Disney World version, I want the Mickey Mouse Happy Birthday one. There are so many different options. Of course, Rob, happy to help. Michael, what camera do you use for your main vlogging camera? Anthony, good question. All the equipment is in the description of my video, but I use a Canon 70D. Hopefully that helps. I'm hoping to upgrade that soon. Come on, Canon, 90D, we want it. Michael, love your videos. Oh, thank you, Maddie. I really appreciate that. Now that okay, I'm sorry, I'm missing comments. I apologize. I'm reading as many as I can, but again, I want to be so you can understand me. Okay. Pedro, do you have any licks about new Disney cruises? Licks or likes? Are you planning on a new one in February? A couple of days. I've always got surprises up my sleeves. There's a surprise I'm working on very soon. I just can't wait to surprise you with it. It's gonna be a big surprise. It's coming. It's coming. Just wait. It's coming. Michael, I've been bedridden for 3 years. Oh my gosh, Red, I'm so sorry. I'm getting so much better. I'm planning on going to Disney and maybe a Disney cruise. Your vlogs are so helpful and detailed. Thank you. You're a blessing for an older guy. Red, I'm delighted that I can share it with you, and I'm really glad to hear that you'll be getting out and about to see Disney World, Disney Cruise soon. That is a very positive on this Saturday. Have you seen the news about Illuminations? Yes, I have. What are your... I know. I made a video all about it. I have to just learn to live with it. I will be going to Disney World making special trips just to make sure that I catch Illumination several more times, even though I've seen it, I don't know how many times, a lot of times. And I'm hoping for a very strong replacement. The music's got to be perfect. That's the key. If they can get the music right, the rest of it can fall into place easier. It's going to be tough. I'm not going to deny it. It's tough, but I'm very hopeful. What are your excursions for the? I don't have a Hawaii cruise planned. I put a hold on one in the hopes that I can find something else, but the one I have a hold on is far too expensive for me. So I will. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting and hoping, and we'll see. So Aulani plans. When am I going? We're going in just about a month. We are so excited. David and I talk about it every single day. And there's something I wanted to talk to you about. If you've never been to Aulani before, or a Disney cruise before, it's weird. I have watched as many videos as possible, read as much as possible when it comes to Aulani, because I've never been before. And, I'm the kind of guy, again, I'm wired, and if you've been to Walt Disney World many times, you're probably like me, I am wired for Walt Disney World. Meaning, I've got a plan. I've got a trip day plan. What am I doing? And I've made a template. It's coming out soon. What I'm going to do, when I'm going to be there, what shows, when time. And the Disney Cruise Line doesn't work like that, and I'm learning that Aulani doesn't work like that either. So as much as I can be appreciative to the daily Iowa that you send me and learn about what might happen during the day, it is more of a relaxation vacation where we're going to just sit back on the beach and relax. It's going to be a lot of fun, though. We can't wait. Do you like Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party or Very Merry? I like them both. I don't think I can choose one over the other, even though I've been to one more than the other Halloween. But they're both magical. I love them both. It depends on which ones you like best. Oh, oh my gosh, let me tell you, the giveaway that I just did with the Gleam, I used the random winner generator website. It is so much easier. I just click one button, it picks 8 winners, and I email them. And I already emailed the winners, so if you got an email, congratulations. If not, don't worry, there are more giveaways coming. This program is so easy, I'll be using it a lot more. Amy, love your vlogs. Oh, thank you. You've inspired me to finally start my own. Something I've wanted to do for years. My first one is finally up. Oh, very exciting. Thank you, Amy. I'm glad I could inspire you. My sister and I talk about your upcoming vacations, too. Glad to see other grown-ups who vacation together. Of course. And I couldn't think of better people than my siblings to vacation with. Sister can't make it to Hawaii, but there may be other things coming. Michael, have you ever seen the Paint the Night Parade? Yes, I have. It is always on in your car. Paint the Night Parade. It is always on in your car. Oh, you mean when I record something? I love Paint the Night Parade. I have seen it only twice. So I've got to get back to Disneyland. I will be going back to Disneyland next year. And I do want to see it again. It's a great one. It is a great one. That's one I'd love to see at Disney World, but I know that the spacing of the truck, it couldn't work. That's all right. Love your enthusiasm. Oh, thank you. Keep it up. It means a lot, Renee. It didn't work for me. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Do a video, Alaskan cruise. I would love to do a video on Alaskan cruises. First, I've got to go on an Alaskan cruise, though. When you're at Aulani, this is good advice. Judy, can you do some in-depth coverage of Auntie's Beach House, the tie-ins to adventure clubs? I will do my best for Auntie's Beach House. I'm not sure how much access I'll have to that because I know it's for younger ones, but I have a feeling they'll do previews, so I'll try and do a preview. Cross your fingers. Can you do an updated annual pass video? Angela, that is a very good idea. I will have to look into that. Thank you. Michael, how's the Black Pearl? Name of my car. It's great. Thank you for asking DC Football. Michelle, Michelle is going to be coming on an adventure, not too soon, but in the future. We've got ideas. Again, nothing. We don't have that one scheduled, but we have some ideas. Pegasus is great. Thank you for asking. I always listen to it in the car. Okay, Katie, you listen to it in your car. Paint the Night is great. I love Paint the Night. Yes, Michelle's like my mom. They're both great. Gotta love family, and I've talked about this a lot, but family is to me the most important thing. We have friends, we have great communities, but family is the most important. I've always said that way. But not everyone is blessed with the same family, and this is a lot of real talk. And I have friends who, the Disney family is their family, and that Disney family is definitely part of my family. So when I say family, I'm talking about the wonderful connections you make around the world, around with friends, and with your family that you have at home. So it's great. It's great all around. Can you give us a hint for your next cruise? I want to surprise you. It's going to be fun. Hong Kong. No overseas trips in the immediate future. Michael, will you do a new calendar for 2019? I've been looking for a company that can make a calendar because I can't continue to make them for the amount of friends who would want them. But I will keep looking. I'm hoping so. But if not, maybe there'll be something else, maybe a magnet or something separate. Okay, so let's talk about Sebastian's Bistro. Wow. Just recently announced. You can find a link to the menu in the description of this video, so you can look at it as I'm talking about it. The food looks really good. Looks really good. The views on the water, it looks phenomenal. It really does. One thing I'm looking at right away, it does look rather expensive, especially for a resort dining experience that it looks good. It just looks a little expensive to me. And that's just me. Let me know what you think of it. It sounds great. You're lucky to be close with your family. My family has fallen apart. I'm so sorry as you gotten older. So again, that's what I'm saying. I love my family. I'm close with them, but we all have one family here with the Disney family. It's another family that we have, which is so special in my opinion. I love real talk with Michael. well, I do that. If you ask those questions, I'll answer them for you. Michael. You never know what the next trip is. I'm not giving these things away. I'm not revealing the secrets of the future. It's fun. This is the surprise. Don't you want to be surprised? Come on now. Do you ever think about Patreon? I really appreciate that, Pilot. I have thought about it, but one thing that I really love is when if you do want to support, and it does mean a great deal. You don't have to, but if you do want to, there's this Disney gift cards that you can send me, and then I can have it in my hand, and I can thank you in the park for the gift. And to me, it's just more of a personal. I like it a lot. If you do want to support me, it does mean a lot. And I really do appreciate it. But, maybe we'll do more of the other things in the future. But I just love being able to share it. I really do. Haunted Mansion Resort. Dan, that would be awesome. Michael, love watching your videos. Thank you so much. Disney Cruise, have a question for you about how you were able to have the Magical Express pick you up from the resort and then take you to the airport. Good question. We just asked. We went to front desk and we said my grandmother would prefer to go from the airport to the cruise ship rather than from the resort to the cruise ship. Right, so we want to go back to the airport. We just asked. They printed us out some new Magical Express tags, and off we went. So it was just personal choice, just something we wanted to do, and it usually get to the port a little bit earlier if you do it that way. So that was a secondary reason, but my grandmother really wanted to go back to the airport. Yeah, a lot of things, but it was nice. It was nice. Would you consider doing collabs? Always. I'm always happy. It's so busy. We're all so busy with what's going on, and I have a lot of things planned in the very near future. So, always. But I love being able to share the magic with you. Real Talk with Michael. Cute, cheesy 90s music. Yeah, absolutely. Much needed. Going on a cruise in 76 days, Cookie. That sounds great. Is there ever a time in the year you would not suggest going to Walt Disney World? Jessica. Technically, no. However, I would recommend times over other times. So if you don't want the crowds as much, I wouldn't recommend going during New Year's, Christmas week, spring break, things that for crowd reasons. But there are many others. That don't have as many crowds. Michael, any idea when the Skyliner will open? No idea. No confirmations by Disney. I would imagine summer, fall 2019. We didn't hear about it from Disney recently in their big announcement, so I'd expect probably fall 2019. But again, this is just questions, thoughts. Question from Maddie. I'm from Dallas. Always heard about a future Disney park opening here. Perhaps it's in a central location. Have you heard about this, Maddie? I hear those rumors sometimes. I don't know. Disney is going to expand their current parks for a while. Whether or not they're thinking about it, that might be the case, but I don't think they have any immediate plans. Good thought, though. Do you think that the early morning event at Toy Story Land is worth the extra money? Robert, since I haven't been, I can't say specifically whether or not it's worth the money, so I want you to take that with a grain of salt. I don't like to give advice about things you should do or should not do unless I've done it myself. But given what I have experienced outside of those times where I go early for rope drop, I don't think I'd recommend it. I'd use that money for something else. That's me. There are plenty of friends who are going to tell you it's worth it, and that is not a bad opinion. I'm just telling you, as someone who's never been, who can go early and see some of the attractions, that's just something that I would recommend. Michael, starting a new YouTube channel. Congratulations. I would love to appreciate some suggestions. do what you love. As long as you're doing what you love, everything will work out because you're doing what makes you happy. And it's not about the subscribers, the views, even though I really appreciate it. It's about what makes you happy. And I could not be happier. I could, and I've said this before and I'll say it again. If our family doesn't grow anymore, I'm still going to be just as happy because I'm able to share it with you. We have such a wonderful community. It means so much that you share it with me. And that's the difference. That's where you're able to share it and just have fun with it. Ms. Morrow, hey, Kate and Veronica. Wait, I missed your comment. I missed you guys. Tina, my fiance Mark and I are going to meet up with our friends. Oh, have fun. Have a great time. Oh, there we go. Hey, there you go. Veronica and Nate, good to see you guys. Did you ever see Christopher Robin? No. I know. I should see it. I meant to see it. It's just, it seemed sad in the trailers, and one of my friends said it was sad, and I was just thinking to myself, I don't want a sad one. I will see it at some point. I promise. Like I did for Ant-Man. Remember, I saw Ant-Man after several years. But I did eventually see it. I promise. I'll see it. I will. Would you ever want to try something out of Disney 24 hours in the parks event? Absolutely, Luigi. That one would be one that would be super cool. 24 hours? Because that you can't do any other time. I think that'd be great. Do you have any unpopular opinions about Disney World? Do you have any unpopular opinions? I definitely share a lot of things that are not so, like I tell you about some food that I didn't like and some friends disagree with me, and that is totally fine. But I'm going to be straight up and honest with you and tell you that things are good or not so good, or Sebastian Bistro looks a little bit expensive. I'm going to tell you those things. Would love to see more cooking with Michael. Those would be fun. They do take a ton of time. The one issue is my green screen got shredded. No one's fault. It's a cheaper fabric. I will get a new green screen at some point and do some more green screen work, I'm sure, in the future. Love Christopher Robin. I want to see it. I will see it. I promise. It's going to happen at some point. The pins. Oh, you can buy pins all over the parks. Good question. Michael, what is there to do in Maryland? There's a lot of things to do in Maryland. Not as many exciting things as Disney. That's for sure. Sorry, the allergies. Nate and Veronica, we never get a chance to catch your live streams, but great to say. Oh, hey, good to see you guys. Glad to see you as part of the live stream for great Disney conversations, no doubt about it. I'm sorry, mine's running at 1,000,000 miles an hour here. Michael, is a veranda room worth the upgrade over an ocean view? Be broad. That is a very good live general Q&A question. Yes and no. I got to think about this one. Yes, because it gives you that relaxation that you want on a longer adventure where you can sit out and see the water privately. No, because you'll have more money for other things and other cruises, and you can go to the top deck and maybe sit by Cove Cafe and see the same view or a general idea of the same view. So is it worth it? I'm still making up my mind about that. That's a very good question, and I will make a video in the not so distant future about once I go on other adventures. And I will tell you more about that, but I love the ocean view that my brother and I had, and I love the veranda view that my family had when we went. So I'll let you know as things continue. Michael, I love that when you call us your friends. Of course, you are my friends, and I don't want you to ever think ever think differently from that. That is absolutely the case. Michael, do you have 2 cameras or one for photos and vlogging? I have just one. It's just my one Canon 70D. I switch the lens sometimes, but just the one camera. And I use my phone sometimes. Always get the veranda. The veranda is worth it. I'm not saying it's not worth the money. I'm just saying, would you be just as happy with the ocean view? That depends. You know what? I got the solution. The veranda view is worth the money, but you might be just as happy with the ocean view depending on your vacation style. Got it. That's what I meant to say. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Castaway Cay. Oh, you're going to jet ski? Oh my gosh. Have fun. Oh my gosh. What is there to do? Oh my gosh, missing comments. I'm sorry. Castaway Cay makes a difference from other cruise ports. Castaway Cay, I have been trying to describe this one for a while, and I have been so unsuccessful. I am sorry. It's paradise. If you have not been, it is paradise. It's relaxation. It's stress-free. You don't have to worry about anything. I have heard from friends who have been to Castaway Cay, which is the Royal Caribbean, or Carnivals, I forgot. There are other cruise lines who have other private islands, and they're not nearly as stress-free. And I've been trying to figure out with these other friends, why? Why are they not as stress-free? And I have a friend, Bobby, very nice, and she told me that she and her husband went on Royal Caribbean for, like, they're like the Royal Crown members, and they told me that they went to Castaway Cay once and they're never going back to Royal Caribbean. And I asked them what was the difference, and the biggest thing they told me was there were natives to the Haiti or Bahamas, I'm not sure, who would come to the island and try and sell things, and they felt like it was more of a stressful environment. And it was a very nickeling and diming experience, and Castaway Cay was very stress free. So I don't know if that's how everyone feels about it. That's how a few friends that I spoke to felt about it. It's just, I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you've been, let me know. Best milkshake at Disney? I would say Sci-Fi Dining Theater's Oreo milkshake, but if you have a favorite, let us know in the comments. When's your next trip? It is Aulani. In just about a month from now, my brother and I will be making our way to Hawaii. Oh my gosh, this adventure. We don't even know what to expect. I mean, thanks to great families who sent us the daily Iowa, so we have some better ideas, but it's just, you really don't know until you're there. It's great. Do you have a favorite lightsaber? I have a blue one that I like. I got it way back when. Favorite Star Wars character? I'm going to say Yoda. Probably Yoda. Michael, can you make a video only about the rainforest room? I can. That's actually a very good idea, which I will write down on this sticky note right here, because I've been taking notes now. You gave me some really good ideas for other videos in the future. Rainforest Room. Good idea. After watching your vlogs, Princess Rhea, I've inspired me to do a first solo trip in January. I'm thinking about doing a weekend trip just to get the feel of it, but I know it will be amazing. Trust me, you're going to be very happy with it. Make sure you make that plan. And I have a video coming out talking more about the plan and a template and all that. That's coming up very, very soon. Oh, Tina, you brought up a very good point. Beaches and cream milkshake. That's another great one. So they're right there together. Royal's private island is in Haiti. It's much bigger and not as nice. Okay, so Kitchen, you agree with that one. Okay, so I've never been, probably will never be, never go, but it's good to have other opinions. Do the spa at Aulani. I was looking at that. The spa is just so expensive. Chris, I can't justify the cost. We are looking at it because we got a lot of advice to go to that spa at Aulani. But it is super expensive. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. Oh, yes. It's amazing. Should make a video about all your pins. I will make a video about all my pins in the future. Michael, first time trip tomorrow. Any advice, Jack? Have a great time. Take it all in, relax, make a plan. And relax, and don't be afraid to go off the plan. Just do what makes you happy. Don't do what people say you should or expect you to do. Do what makes you happy. That's the best advice I can give. Would you choose Disneyland Paris or Disneyland California and Aulani for a honeymoon? Haven't been to any, we can't decide. Ashley, I wish I had better advice for you. You know what? I'm going to put this to the community. Help Ashley out. For her honeymoon, should she go to Disneyland Paris, Disneyland California, or Aulani? Since I've never been to Aulani or Disneyland Paris, I don't know. So let us know, which one would you choose between those three? Say, Ashley, it should help. Pay attention. Michael, what surprises involved him going to? Does Michael's surprise involve going to Universal? No. No. Cruise question on the Wonder. Could you tell us that it was smaller than the Dream? Yeah, I could tell it was smaller. Good question, Aiden. And I'm sorry if I'm missing a comment. I know there are a lot of comments. If I missed yours, don't be afraid to ask again after a few minutes. You could tell it was smaller than the Dream. The elevators, again, I talked about the elevator. You're saying to yourself, elevators, Michael, elevators? Yes, elevators. You step in the elevator and it's like good for 3 people or 4 people, and it's just like, it's small. It's small. The lobby atrium is much smaller. Besides that, those are the biggest differences. Would I go, and even now I'm saying to myself, Dream or Wonder, and part of me is even saying Wonder. There's a lot of little touches to the Wonder that you can't get on the Dream. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. Okay, so Aulani for honeymoon. Oh, see, look at all these good suggestions. Disney Paris, Disney World. Lots of comments. No question about it. Oh, Wonder is much smaller. No doubt about it. Tina, if money was an object, definitely Disneyland Paris for a honeymoon. My fiance and I looked into it, but it was just too much for us at the time. Oh, good advice from Tina. I just joined. Are you going on? No, I'm not. No. It's single Michael. No, we're talking about Ashley's honeymoon. Disneyland Paris, because you can also tour around the Paris net. Yeah, it would be nice. Would you ever go on a Disney cruise from New York? Absolutely. Look at the day pass for the spa at Aulani. The outside area is amazing. Again, Chris, I thought that was like $400 per person. I don't know. I gotta look into it. Disneyland is really small instead of Orlando, but the magic is there. True, there's no doubt about that. Do you prefer Magic or Wonder? I've never been on the Disney Magic yet. Hmm. Hmm. But I'll let you know once I've been on it. So, not going to give things away. Not going to do it. Photo tips. Tips video? What kind of photo tips are you looking for? Let me know. My sister is autistic and she can't talk. She doesn't react well to strangers. However, by the end of our cruise, she hugged our waitress for the week, left my family and the staff in tears. Jalen, what a story. What a story, Jalen. Wow, thank you for sharing that with us. It goes to show you make very strong connections on the Disney cruise, but wow, that is a very, very touching story. No doubt about it. Vicky, do you know when the bus construction is going to be completed at Hollywood Studios? No, but definitely before late fall 2019, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. No doubt it will be before that point. There's no way Disney's going to open to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge without that being open. Any desire to join DVC in 2019? Yes, definitely. I've got to look at money. That's going to be a big deal for me. But I do want to join DVC, and I've thought about what I want to do in the future, and long-term plans, and my long-term plan, my dream has always been to join Golden Oaks, to have a house at Golden Oaks. But it's like, is the money ever going to get to that point? Will it ever be possible? Should I bring my dream down to a different level? I don't know. That's why I hesitate on a lot of these things, trying to save up, and it's hard to do. Some people are house poor or car poor. I'm vacation poor. But I couldn't be happier. I could not be happier, honestly. Wow. Cast members are my heroes, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. What's your next trip after Hawaii? That's a secret. That's a surprise secret. It's going to be fun. The Dream compared to the Wonder, which ship do you feel more sea movement? That is a very good question. I think it's Shaniqua or Shanique. Shaniqua? I think it's Shaniqua. I felt, again, honest, always. I felt movement on both. Which one did I feel more on? I think it was the Wonder, because we were on the Wonder and there was a storm way off the coast, way away. But there was like some residual wave movement, so we could feel a little bit more of it, especially on the first night, I think. But again, after you're on the ship for a night or two, you get your sea legs. It's real. It's real. And so you get these sea legs, which you can't control, and you don't feel the movement nearly as much. Your body gets used to it. Hopefully that helps. Favorite country and world showcase? I know you were just there for Food and Wine. I don't know if I have a favorite country and world showcase. Let's just say for today, my favorite country and world showcase. I'm very patriotic, so I'm going to say American Adventure. But let's say without the American Adventure for a moment. Let's say Japan. Love that one at World Showcase. Could you do a birthday shout out? Of course, Logan. Happy birthday to you. Hope you have an absolutely magical day. How long does it take you to walk over to Boardwalk from Epcot? 10 minutes, maybe 15. That sounds about right. Disney World or Disney Cruise? Don't ask me these tough questions, CDBN. That's super tough. You can't choose. They're totally different. I'm never going to be able to choose. It's just what you're feeling like in a moment. Honestly, Michael, you should consider Disneyland Paris. That would be great. One day I'm going to do it. I'll go to a Disneyland Aulani instead. Funny. Keep dreaming big, Michael. Our family bucket list is Golden Oaks home and Club 33. It would be so fun and our home to be of all time rather than a temporary housing location. No doubt about it. But if you could choose, then this is to everyone. Would you have a house at Golden Oaks or would you be a Club 33 member? So it's just a thought. Hints. Michael's secret adventure with Michelle and Magic. I don't want you to be feeling like I threw you off. I'm a very long-term thinker. I'm a long-term thinker. So yeah, things aren't confirmed, but there's a lot of fun to be had on the channel coming up. Michael, how often do you pick up mail? I pick up mail twice a week, and I open it usually once every 2 or 3 weeks, whenever the mail gets full over here. Get the massage for $165, and then you can use it still on the spa. That's not bad. Okay, $165 per person for the massage. You really think it's worth it? Okay, I'll have to look into that. Favorite restaurant at Walt Disney World? Sean, It changes constantly, but I'm going to say today, Ohana. Love it. Michael, you are my favorite YouTube. Oh, that's so kind of me. So kind of you. I'm gonna slow down talking. I'm sending you mail soon. Thank you, Bo. That means a great deal. You choose Golden Oaks. Okay, so Golden Oaks house. Yes, we. Oh my gosh, thank you, Vegas. We've reached 17,500 subscribers. Wow. What a Disney family we have. We have an amazing community. We really do. Michael, do you plan on staying at the Star Wars Hotel once it opens? Yep. Yep. What are your opinions, thoughts on the ideas about it? I can't wait. I just can't wait. I'm so excited for that one. Golden Oaks. All the way. Yes, Golden Oaks. I still don't understand how Club 33 works. It's a big old secret. It's very secretive. It's a very exclusive club. No doubt about it. Michael, our first day is at Coronado, and then the rest of our trip is at Port Orleans, and then we switch. Oh, wait. Will they help us switch resorts? How does that work? Jack, good question. So, when you start at Coronado and you move to Port Orleans, you want to, I guess unpack a little bit, but then on the day you leave, pack up your items, call Bell Services or bring your things to Bell Services, and just tell them that you're switching to Port Orleans, and they will take care of everything. And then you just take the bus back at the end of your magical day, go to your new room at Port Orleans, and your luggage will be there. So it's extremely easy. They make it super helpful. Oh, my pleasure, of course. Yeah, I don't have many buttons left, so let me know if you do want me to send you a button when you send me a piece of mail. I'm very, very few left for those. So excited to see what Secret Adventure is. There are so many secrets. It's not secrets, it's surprises. I want to surprise you. I want you to be excited because you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't see this coming. I can't wait to learn more. So it's going to be great. Okay, gotta go, Mike. Michael. Go enjoy your time. Come down. We're definitely get together. Paging us tomorrow. Great to see you guys. Go have fun. Wish I was living in that area too, so I could see it just on a whim, like you guys. Go have fun. I would choose Golden Oaks. I can totally understand that. Who won the giveaway? Oh, I already emailed the giveaway winners. Thank you so much for entering. I really appreciate it. It was all the random generator by Gleam. They did a great job, and I just clicked a button. 8 names showed up. I emailed it 8 names, and off we go. So it was super easy, and it was random. It was great. Michael, I hit the camera there. Michael, what is the most relaxing thing on the cruise ship? Most relaxing thing. I would say the rainforest room on the Dream. Again, I'm going to make a video about this. I don't feel like the rainforest room on the Wonder or the Magic, because they're inside, is worth the price. Well, maybe it is, but the Dream is far worth the price. It's 100% worth it. I will try and get that one every time just because it's so worth it. If money wasn't an issue, what resort would you pick? Jen. Animal Kingdom Lodge, Kidani Village with Savannah View. Yep. Probably right now. That could change, but is it? Can I send you some mail? Of course you can. You can find my P.O. box in the description of this video. It really means a lot. Excuse me. Michael, how long did it take you to collect all of your pins? I've been collecting since I was, I don't know, 4 or 5. My parents got me that hat from Animal Kingdom with the pins on it, and those were my first pins ever when I was very, very small, and yeah, been collecting ever since. Watching you while working on my Halloween costume. Oh, cool. For my first Mickey's Not So Scary. Wow, have fun. Have fun. He's getting a chuckle out of it. Your wife is getting a chuckle out of it. Oh, I get it. That's fun. Well, have fun. Every time I'm studying, I've been listening to Disney music, and I tear up when I listen to Happily Ever After. I don't think you're alone there. No doubt about it. What would you do if Disney stopped selling pins? They're not going to, but I would hang on to mine. No doubt about it. Basically, is going solo on a Disney cruise worth it? No. So going by yourself on a Disney cruise is the exact same amount of money as going with 2 people. So it is always going to be at least 2 people on a Disney cruise ship to make it worth it. You don't want to go by yourself because it's to the penny. That is how it's literally the same price. Do the vehicles hanging from the park to park ready? Vehicles hanging? Oh, you mean the gondola cars? They're testing them. They'll get there. Michael, unlimited cruises for 10 years or Golden Oaks house? Oh my gosh, that is, I don't know if I can answer that one. Okay, so which would you choose? Unlimited cruises for 10 years, Disney cruises, or a Golden Oaks home? I'd probably choose a Golden Oaks home. Yeah, I think so. Have you seen the Epcot Magic Band? I have. Doesn't it look cool? It looks really cool. What time does Disneyland close? It varies from day to day. Michael, Animal Kingdom for you. Yes, I love Animal Kingdom. Is first cabin mate, right? Yeah, so I go with brother, sister. Yeah, so it's great. Do you think that they make good decisions closing the Great Movie Ride? Oh, Ashley, that's a toughie. I love the Great Movie Ride. You know, they're going to replace it with Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and they do have to change things and update things, but I don't think it was quite time for the Great Movie Ride yet. They could have waited several more years on that one. No doubt about it. Ellen's Energy Adventure, that was an easier one. Even though, excuse me, it was still tough to say goodbye to Ellen and her adventure and Bill Nye. It was time. You could tell it was time. For Great Movie Ride, I didn't think it was time yet. Michael, how did you develop your love for Disney? Good question, Renee. I have been going to Disney since before I was born, and I get to say that because my mom carried me when she was pregnant with me many years ago to Disney. So I've been going there since I was small. My grandparents used to live down there in Florida, and some grandparents used to live in California, and we would visit them every year, and it just developed, and I loved it. We would go every year. My grandparents on my dad's side no longer around, but we still honor them, and we go and visit and share in the magic together. So it's been in my family for generations, and we love it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Amy, would you go to Walt Disney World in a big group? Probably not. No, I have to be very careful. I can't do meetups or anything. Disney doesn't want me to do that. Disney Cruise or Disney World? Again, the Amish vlogs, it's super tough questions. It depends on how I feel in a moment. I've got to have a mix of both, though. Illuminations always brings a tear to my eye. I'm glad I'm not alone there. I'm going to miss it tremendously. Disney World increased food prices again. I saw that, Pia. That's a very good point. It is very expensive. I guess All Magic comes at a price. I don't know if I can say much more about that one. It did go up, and I saw some like the pretzel prices. They are very high. Obviously, as consumers, we want them to be lower, but I guess Disney has a formula figured out. I don't know. Excuse me. Ginger just got back from Disneyland Park. Disneyland Parks was not wowed by Disney California Adventure. Felt like Six Flags. Oh, I'm sorry, but the magic was in full force at Disneyland, even with Pixar Pier. Recommend making it back to Disneyland. Don't worry, I'll be going back. Michael, why did Illuminations make you emotional? It's the music, and I remember watching it with my grandparents. Yeah, it's very personal, very family, very past. I love it. It's something very important to me, and I love it. Love your shirt. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Is early December a good time for Walt Disney World? Good question. Yes, it can be. But the later in December you go, the more crowded it gets. No doubt about it. 1 week in Aulani or 1 week on Disney Cruise? Tough questions. Both. I'll take both. Michael, we got tickets to go to Not So Scary. Anything that's a must-do. I would definitely see Mickey's Boo to You Halloween Parade. Wow. All right. It's one of the best parades at Magic Kingdom, no doubt about it. Why do you call home a temporary housing location? Good question. I call it that because my home is Disney. I consider my home to be Disney World. All magic comes at a price. Sounds like the perfect tagline for a Walt Disney World original film. Rob, good thought there. Very good point. Yes, it does. And Disney's got a formula, as we all know. Disney's got a formula to figure out what is best for them, what's going to do well, and we can remember that they are expanding. They're doing Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, the Star Wars Resort. There's far more happening. We've heard rumors about Zootopia Land, which we've talked about. What is going to come next, we don't know, but you can rest assured that Disney's going to continue to invest the money that we pay for things back into the park for more enjoyment, which I think is the best part of it. Yes, there are expenses to it, but for them to continue to say, okay, we have these profits, great, we're going to pay people, we're going to make money, great. We're also going to invest more of that into the things that we love. So I can totally see it. It's expensive, yes, but I can totally see that. Oh yes, Rob, yeah, great stuff. I'm considering work in Disney cruiser parks. When I got retired from my work as a teacher, it's a great place, no doubt about it. Rob and Michael in the same room. Yeah, Rob is great. If you haven't checked out Rob, you got to check him out. Rob plays. He's got great content on his channel. You can find it. He's in the chat right now. You can click his channel. Michael, booking a cruise and thinking of taking a Disney booking cruise. Would a shellfish nut allergy stop us from dining? Just let them know that you have that allergy when you make the reservation. Way back. Don't tell them on board. When you make the reservation, let them know, and they'll be able to help you out. I think, but there's a lot of shellfish. There's a lot of seafood on board. How did you decide to go to Aulani? And Aulani is part of Disney. Aulani is a Disney resort. It is part of Disney. But my brother lives in California, so we wanted to visit somewhere special. We were thinking about Disneyland, but we're not sure how long he'll be living in California. So we wanted to make that kind of part of the adventure. It's going to be fun. Rob and I have done collabs before. Rob's a great guy. How far does your brother live from Disneyland? Far, 5-6 hours. He's North California. He's far. Grand Floridian or Yacht Club. They're both great. I love them both. Let me know if you have any other last minute questions. I'm going to log off in just a minute here. I have so much going on today. There's a lot of videos I have to make. Mail I've got to grab. I'm actually going to go to the Apple store, get a battery replaced. There's a ton going on. So let me know if you have any last minute questions. Happy to answer them for you. I really appreciate you spending some time with me today and in this live stream. Let me know if you have a 3-day weekend. I'm hoping that you do. Most of you, I hope you do. It is Columbus Day. I hope you have a wonderful one. I'm going to answer a few more, and then I'll let you go. 5 times Disney fan. That's super helpful. Shellfish and peanut allergies in our room, not a problem. That is very helpful. So we have an example right there. 5 times Disney fans. They've been on a Disney cruise, and they had a shellfish allergy, and it wasn't a problem. Delighted. Oh, Hector, thank you very much. The like button. It does mean a lot to me. My daughter has a shellfish allergy, and both Disney Cruise and Disney World handle it so well. No problem. There you go. Perfect. Love it. Do you have buttons to everyone who mails you? As long as you let me know that you'd like a button in your letter, I will send you one, but I will send as many as I can until I run out, which I'm sure will be soon. Would you consider working for Disney? I love being able to talk about it with you. A lot of people said, Michael, you should work for Disney. Yes, but then I don't know if I'd have as much time for this. I don't know if I'd be able to be as honest with you about these things because I am straight up. I'm not going to tell you anything than how I feel about it. If something's not good, something's not good. So, what are the odds of being at Disney mid-June? Asking for a friend. That I do plan pretty far out, but not that far. Also, I have a lot of thoughts for what I'm going to do next year in terms of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. So, that's on my mind. Did they announce any new rides for Star Wars Land? We know the 2 that are coming is the Millennium Falcon experience, where the immersion is going to be next level. You walk into the Millennium Falcon, you see the hallways, the buttons work, every position has a different controls in the Millennium Falcon, and then you get credits in the park depending on how well you do. I can't wait to learn more about this, no doubt about it. 58 days to your Walt Disney Alaskan cruise in May. Steve, have a magical time. Thanks for the stream. Always love them. I'm delighted that I can share it with you. How can we book Palo? You book it in advance. If you miss Palo, though, you can sometimes book it on board when you step on board the ship. I might be trying something like that in the not-so-distant future. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate it. I will end the live stream there. It really means a lot that you share the magic with me. Hope you enjoy that weekend. Thank you again. Don't worry, more videos coming and more surprises in the not-so-distant future. But first, we have the Aulani adventure coming up in just a month. Thank you again. Have an absolutely magical weekend. I'll see you real soon.